Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to tell you about something very exciting to me. I just put out my brand new magazine called Joni Patry's Astrology Insights. In this July issue, we are going to be bringing you a wealth of information, everything to do with Vedic astrology and the Vedic sciences, such as palmistry, Vastu, Ayurveda. You're going to find so many interesting articles brought to you from some of the best writers in the industry. Let me give you a little background of what's going to be in this July issue, and it's already out, by the way. And if you want to subscribe to this magazine, please go to my website, which is galacticcenter.org, and right there, front page, you will see subscribe to Joni's new magazine, Astrology Insights. So let me tell you about a little of the exciting things that are in this July issue. Well, every single month we are going to interview a famous astrologer. And in this issue, I'm interviewed. And you're going to find out things that you didn't know about me. It's an entire almost biography of how I got into astrology, what led me up to where I am today in these past 40 years. So many details about my family, my life, all the things I've done. So you're going to want to see all the ways and the experiences along this path as an astrologer over the course of my life. So let me give you, every single issue will have my spiritual predictions, what's going on in the world for the month of July every month. And also we will have the sign predictions for each and every sign, what you can expect. This is by Elizabeth Waymeyer. Also, we're going to have an interview with someone you are not going to want to miss. This is one of my old idols from the early 90s, James Braha. Wrote the most astounding books way back in the early 90s. And let me just tell you, they were the only books on Vedic astrology that I could understand. Incredible. He came out with a new masterpiece called Braha Sutras. Oh my gosh. The review on this book by Madeline Zek is great. You won't want to miss it. And I promise you, once you read this magazine, what it's all about, you're going to want to know more about this book and find out where you can get it. So the next thing is, remember, I'm always giving my writings on the economy, what to expect, how things are going to go up and down and all over the place in the economy, in the world. And I always give my stock pick for the month. Which stock would benefit you the very most? So you're going to want to find out what that stock is. And I have had the help from Gautam Gupta, who is an amazing astrologer. We write this article together. So you're getting even more information about the economy and stock picks. So the next thing is Barry Rosen. He writes about when planets that are exalted don't give results. You're going to want to read this and what that's all about. He's an amazing writer. And Mars in Aries and the Uranus Rahu Mars conjunction, what is that going to bring in great detail, in depth? Juliana Swanson writes about this Mars configuration while it's in Aries. So the Vastu, if you want to know what Vastu is, which is the energy of building and how to make the energy flow correctly, kind of like the feng shui, but not really, of the Vedas. And Michael Mastro will be writing articles on this monthly. Who's in the news? Don't you want to know who's in the news? What does their chart look like? What's caused it? Well, we have somebody that's usually not in the news for all the right reasons. But now I think her life could be turning around. And this is Lindsay Lohan. Astro, numerology, and tarot. How are they all connected and related. This is by Romini Sen. Don't miss that article. It's excellent. And palmistry, one of the sister sciences to Jyotish, is written by Yerlaine Vallée from the Burles Center. She writes about the mound of the moon in the hand and what it means in palmistry. Ever wonder about astrocartography or astrolocality? Well, we've got a great article by Peter O'Toole in this issue. And we have Audrey's awakening experience. And we also have someone that's writing about how to create grounding, a grounding technique with your body. So there's all sorts of how-tos and information. And one of my favorites is Shrikala Ram's Psychology Astrology articles. So this particular issue, she explores the conjunction of Saturn with the Sun or the opposition of Saturn with the Sun, because these two planets together have a huge effect psychologically on individuals. You're going to want to read this article. And last but not least, my research article. You see, with the University of Vedic Astrology, we have put together a research journal. And instead of putting out the journal, we thought we might put all of our articles in Joni Patry's Astrology Insights magazine. So the first research article is mine, and it is on the Uranus-Saturn square conjunction opposition. This is the hard aspects between these two planets. It's actually a 45-year cycle, but every 11 to 12 years when Uranus and Saturn are conjunct, then they're square, then the opposition, remember this is about every 11 years, then their last waning square, and then it goes back to the conjunction. Now, each of these time periods, I researched to discover what was going on in the world at these times, and my discoveries are very profound. As you've probably been following me, I've been talking about this big event because, you know, this aspect, now every 11 or 12 years it occurs, either the conjunction, the square, the opposition, and the square. But when it's in orb within these years, it happens 3 and sometimes 4 times. So in the year of 2021, we have been having the square of Saturn and Uranus. But what is very unusual is we have a 4th one coming up in September. Yes, September, the 4th square, 4th and final last square of Saturn to Uranus in this cycle. Now, of course, like I said, it takes 45 years for these two planets to come all the way around and conjunct. But every 12 years there's a cycle, a part of this. And I find it kind of fascinating that the solar flares are kind of tied into this aspect as well. I talk about this in this article. And what I want you to know is in September, it's the 4th and final last square. Find out what it's going to bring in this world by looking at the past historical experiences in my research article on the hard aspects between Saturn and Uranus. So that's it. Boy, is this packed full of information. Check it out. Go to my website. I promise you, you will be really glad you did and have a wonderful treasure trove of reading throughout the summer. Go to my website, which is galacticcenter.org, and click subscribe. Get the month's issue. You'll love it. Thank you.